Hi everyone, Enos here, and I'm here with my latest mini album. I appreciate you stopping by to see what I'm doing, and I hope you enjoy this walkthrough of this little interactive folio. This folio actually is based on a video by Rosa Kelly, and you can check her out at Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking on YouTube. And she has recently started a 1-hour craft series, and this is from episode 1, and she's calling it the Interactive Folio Album. The paper I used for this folio album is Stamperia's Blue Land collection, and these are scraps left over from another project that I did, and I purchased this paper at ASC Crafts online, and as well as the paper, I also purchased from ASC Crafts these Prima flowers. And these blue flowers here came in this pack, and this is item number 16-103, and 8 pieces come in the pack. The blue ones came from here, and the small white flowers I have on here are from Little Birdie Crafts, and these are really pretty flowers. And these are the Corolia Amor Mio collection. 9 pieces come in a pack, and the item number is CR79446 if you're interested in any of those. So on the cover here, I just used some of the cutouts from the collection and backed them with some chipboard so they stood out a little bit. I think it looks really pretty against this wood grain paneling that has the distressed look to it, and the washed blue flowers and off-white flowers look great on it too, I think. And then I just added a few little leaves in, and those leaves also came from ASC Crafts. I can't recall the collection name or the item number, but if you go onto their Etsy shop, you'll be able to find these small little flowers. And then the spine, it's just a plain spine, but I like the fact that it just has this little add-on from the paper collection on the bottom, and it also is a paneling piece. And the back is a blue washed paneling piece, and it features some flowers in the background as well as some text up here. So that's the outside of this folio. I created a closure using a piece of grosgrain ribbon from my stash. Easy enough to do. And if we open it up, you'll see it has 2 main sections in it. The first section here, oh, also, if you look at it, they're kind of like boxed. I kind of like that because you can pack a lot of stuff inside of them. So this piece of paper is quite lovely. It features a birdcage lantern on the front here with like a wrought iron hanger, and it's hanging off of a brick pillar, it looks like. Very pretty, and I love the colors. We open this up, and you'll see that I've created a pocket here, and I used a cutout from the collection and just used my paper punch and rounded off the corners there. And in the pocket, I have another piece from the cutouts in the collection. It's just a postcard, and once again, rounded the corners. And this is just a scrap piece of paper, but I thought it would be good just to add some extra interest because I only had one of these left to put into the pocket. And this paper here is just a solid color that I got from, I believe, Joann Fabric, from their paper section. I thought it matched pretty well. Then here, on this side, this piece right here came from a paper pack I got from Michael's some time ago, and it's just a couple scraps that I used in here, so I don't have the paper collection name, but I thought it looked really good with the paneling and the coloring, and everything looks great there. Nice place here for some photos as well. And you open this up, and you'll see we have a coordinating pocket. Once again, I used a postcard from the collection, rounded the corners in the pocket, which gives it just a little bit of extra attention to detail. And then in the pocket, I have a couple pieces of scraps that I also trimmed the corners with the paper trimmer. And this is also a postcard from the collection, and I've trimmed up the corners just to do something a little bit different for me. Then in the center here, we have a beautiful piece of paneling here with handwriting all over the page, featuring some, I think these might be cabbage roses and a couple little butterflies. Very pretty paper. You open that down, and I did not cover a few pages in here. I didn't cover them because, you know, I might want to do something different with those pages, or if I give this as a gift, somebody else might want to do something different with. So there's no paper here. Then here we have a coordinating piece to this. Matter of fact, it might actually have been from the same piece. I can't remember. And one was one corner, one was another corner. So that is the top. Once again, open up there. Lots of room for pictures. And then we have a waterfall section here, and this is backed with a piece of the brickwork paper that I got from a pack at Michael's some time ago. So this piece is basically a regular waterfall with just a little bit of paper decorating the edges. And I kind of like this piece going sideways because you could put a picture here, but this would be a great place for a dedication or a journaling spot just because it already has the lines there. So you open up the entire waterfall, and then there's another place here which you could do the same thing, journal or put a photo, but I like the idea of journaling just because of the lines here. So we close up the waterfall and we will open this up, and you can see here that more of the paneling pages. A lot of this paper features paneling on it. Great place for a picture here, and this is a cute little cutout I got from the collection. And the top and here and the bottom here you see are plain for you to do whatever you wanted to. And this opens up for pictures up here. And this one has a little corner pocket, and I just made a couple tags from some scraps. This one says "for you" and this one says "with love," and I rounded the corners just to keep it coordinated. Tuck those in there. You can put a photo here, and this opens down as well, so you have places here, 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 and here, all for photos. And the great part about this section, the way Rosa designed it is spinnable, so you can have your pictures landscape or you can have them portrait. Now I'll close this up, and it works the same for the waterfall, portrait or landscape photos. I think that's just a great idea because we don't always take our pictures the same way, and this just gives us a lot more flexibility in how we want to put our album together. So let's close that up and move on to the other side. So this side you'll see has an absolutely gorgeous piece of the design paper, and this window here with the flower box and the bird and the lantern actually is the same as this piece here, but this was smaller in one of the cutouts, and I just thought it coordinated really well so the inside and outside look good together. So you can flip this up, and I made a small little tuck spot here with some plain cardstock that I got at Joann's. Coordinates with what's on this other side over here. And these are just scrap pieces that, once again, I rounded the corners on them and tucked them in there for whatever purpose you want to use them for. And then down here we have another piece of the brickwork. Nice place here for photos. And we can open this up, and you'll see that this piece here matches the little tuck spot up here. This was actually part of this piece of paper, but I added the piece, cut it apart and put it up there so that those two pages coordinated together. Great place for a photo here, and just this for nice interest. So then we go to the center of it, and Rosa, I think she said this was a new feature that she had come up with, and it's kind of a take on the pull down waterfall, but this one's actually a push-up waterfall. The pages keep sticking together. So that's just kind of neat, something different to do. Once again, I add a little bit of paper to the edges and a nice piece on the front here. Add a little tag with one of the flowers I had from another collection, and you don't even have to put a flower on, but I just thought it added a little bit something to it. And I have, when you have this opened all the way, just a little string of flat back pearls, basically to cover up a mistake that I made, but I don't think if I told anyone that, they wouldn't even know. So pull this back down, and then this opens up, and we have basically, you know, the blank page here for anyone to add their own paper or photos. And I really like this layout, how it coordinates. We have the solid blue with the butterfly pocket. Down here we have the solid blue with the butterflies on it. And here we have two sister pages with, it almost looks like denim fabric, but it has text in it, and coordinates really, really well. And again, here's a piece of the distressed paneling, the same as what's on the front. Then I added this, and I can't remember if this was in Rosa Kelly's tutorial or not, I may have added this on my own, I just can't remember. But anyway, I just cut a piece of the scrap here, kind of centered it a little bit so it looks pretty there. And it's one of those pop-ups, the accordion pop-ups, which I really like those. Adds a lot of interest to a book. So we'll close that up. And then we have one more page here, left blank. Actually 2 pages, and then this here, and this features this beautiful bench on the pretty paper here with the handwriting on it. Just a gorgeous collection, and I'm glad I was able to use up a lot of my scraps, add a few things to it, and come up with this project. And while Rosa did say this was a 1-hour project, it certainly took me much longer than an hour, but I'm really happy with the results, and I'm looking forward to possibly giving this to someone as a gift. I hope you liked the walkthrough and that you'll come back and visit me again for my next album, which I'm actually working on now. Can't wait to finish that one and show it to you. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.